There is also good news and things to look forward to on the horizon. I'm very pleased to welcome to the show this afternoon. Hi there to David Brockway, who is from Form the Future. So first of all, tell us about what Form the Future is, please.
So, in short, we're an organisation that provides careers guidance information for young people in the Greater Cambridge area. We're increasingly able to work wider across the county, and the aim is to make sure that every young person we work with, and hopefully one day every young person in Cambridgeshire, gets some really good, high quality, useful, relevant advice about their sort of future career options, the pathways that can lead them there, and how they could start making their own way to a career and a future that they actually understand and are interested in.
All right, and so we want to know about people making a difference. How can people make a difference then?
Well, our main thing is making sure that we bring in real representatives from workplaces to talk to those young people about their experiences of working in the job. I kind of call it the good, the bad, and the ugly. We want people who are coming in from every working situation imaginable, to spend, a morning in a school. It's only a couple of hours normally, in which time they get to meet several different groups of young people, share their story, share why they love doing what they do, why their job is a positive one, how it helps, how it sort of makes a difference, what it's like for them, but also to give that honest impression. So if there's some sort of high status jobs perhaps that a lot of young people look to, they can be saying, this sort of, yes, this does get me X amount of money, but I don't have much free time. So if that's how you want to be, it's wonderful. Here's the job. I'll talk to you about it. But at the same time, we want people who can come in and say, this is the job that I do. It gets me using my skills. I finish every day at 4 and I can go off and live my life. And we want to get the whole sort of range of jobs represented so that young people can understand what we mean when we talk about working, and really crucially, give them the information they need to start making their own decisions. I think a lot of your listeners, sort of like myself, when I was young, had quite negative or unhelpful experiences with careers advice, in which we were often told what to do or given the job title and said, you could be this. We want to give young people ideas, inspiration, information, an idea of what working looks and feels like, and then leave it to them to make those decisions. And the best way to give them that information and that opportunity is by getting volunteers from all sorts of different workplaces and backgrounds to come into schools, give some of their time to chat to the students, and really sort of leave them with that message.
I think you could branch this thing out to adults as well, David, because I have no idea what an influencer is.
Yes, well, we have started a little bit. I think, yes, influencers, that will confuse us all. But yeah, we do actually have a little bit of a project starting that allows us to engage with adults. But yeah, we were also looking into making some video resources that will be publicly accessible, in which we'll talk about sort of what different jobs are. In fact, anyone can pop along to find us on LinkedIn to look at that one. And it is, as you say, it is genuinely interesting. So often we meet other people, they tell us what they do for a living, and you think, I have no idea what that is. And the more we know about what other people do, the stronger we are in our own working places. So yeah, it is really worthwhile.
I don't think you'll be wanting me as one of your sort of people, because if they ask, how did you get into your job, I say, well, I lied. And that may not be the greatest impression to give a young person. I
disagree. I think it's wonderful to be able to bring in sort of people. The one thing that we learn from doing this work is there's no such thing as a linear career path. So few people have, GCSEs, perfect A-levels, best university possible, straight into a grad scheme, and then you're there on the career path. I mean, that almost never happens, but yet we still hold it up as this idea of how you get somewhere. I mean, me and all of my colleagues have our stories of sort of the wonky, wiggly careers path we followed. And the thing is, when you tell students that, the relief you can see when they realise, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be getting the best grades in the class. When you can tell them, you have skills as well as your grades. And point out, I always start with, I'm rubbish at maths. I was never good, never strong at it. But here I am working away in my own standards, feeling like I'm doing quite well and being quite successful. and I'm happy. And that's the message we want volunteers to come into schools and share.
I do have a slight issue with people that are younger than me and have talent, David. They're constantly after my job. So, but then again, I suppose children are the future, aren't they? If people want more information about Form the Future, where should they go to find that?
So the best place is our website. That is formthefuture.org.uk. And then within there, there's several sections, the main one being titled Volunteers. So just go to formthefuture.org.uk and look for our volunteering section. We've also got our Contact Us info there. We're a small, committed team. We're a non-profit organisation full of really dedicated people. So get onto that and Contact Us info whenever you want more questions, and we'll respond. And then for anyone who is on social media, you can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, on Instagram. We're most prolific on LinkedIn. But yeah, going to the website's the best place.
Superb. So when people are going from the sugar coma and they've just had one or too many sort of chocolate-covered toffees in between Christmas and New Year, then the time to click on there and just do something for 2023. David, thank you very much for joining us on the show this morning, and Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Dave. Merry Christmas to you too.
That's David Brockway, who is from Form the Future. If you want to find out more information, just stick that in .org.uk into the internet is the thing to say, or into your search engine, and you could be helping form young people's lives in the future.